Man, this camera's totally gonna get me laid. What's up, guys? How's it going? So I did a crappy video yesterday about this camera, testing out some stuff. Now I'm gonna do a video testing out the low light capability of the one, the only, the Sony A7S3. I will also be using, damn, I gotta keep on looking at this, the ECM B1M mic on this camera. So this right here, so I was looking up at the screen. I keep on looking at the little screen there. Oh my God, I focus on a glass. I'm really excited about this camera, guys. I can't wait to start doing videos the right way again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my Sony A7R3. I love this camera like you would not believe this. I actually chose not to go with the A7R4 and get the A7R3 because I just think it's a perfect blend of megapixels, compact. It's perfect. It's a perfect camera, even by nowadays standards. But the problem is the video does have this limitation as far as, you know, color grading goes, and because it's limited 8-bit. With that said, you really don't need to go crazy to get crazy, beautiful video out of that camera. It's just that this is better. And I'm going to show you the reason why I chose this camera. I had the A7S2 before, the A7R3, got rid of it. Low, really low, terrible battery life. And the autofocus is just really not that great. But this thing is a low light beast. You know, everyone talks about how it's really great for low light, but think about the kind of stuff for videos that I'll be able to do with it. For car videos, it's going to be off the charts because I'll be able to record at night, you know, with minimal lighting. Don't get me wrong, good light setup is ideal, but you don't always have good light, especially if you're doing a run and gun. So right now, the camera, oh, my arm is getting tired. I don't know how people do this kind of stuff all the time, this vlogging stuff. Right now, the camera is 50. Try this again. So right now it's at 24p recording. You know, I'm not going 60 frames per second and 120 or whatever. Shutter speed at 1/50th. Just following the rule. You know, it's more cinematic look that way. 1/50th, well, 24 frames per second. And the ISO's on auto right now, just because I'm talking to you guys and I don't want to worry about it. But what I am going to do right now, I have these overhead lights that are adjustable that I'm using. Okay. So I'm basically going to turn them really, really low. So basically the camera is going to have to compensate for that, you know, and see how it comes out. So basically, oh, by the way, I'm using the Tamron 17-28mm right now. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this room as dark as I can get with just minimal amount of light up there. I'm going to show you what the footage looks like with showcasing what the actual light is here. And then I'm going to adjust the ISO gradually to see how much lighter the camera makes the room appear. I can tell you right now that it's going to come a point where the noise is unbearable. The image becomes useless, but it's awesome for stalking. So remember, that's a big plus right there. So I'm going to turn the lights down. First, I'm going to turn my stair lights off. So that's off. Next, I'm going to dim the lights up there. So as you can see, these are off. And those are down. I'm going to turn the ISO off right now, all the way down. It's on auto. I'm going to bring the ISO all the way down. All right. I'm going to start bringing it up. I'm going to try to replicate the real lighting condition in this room. And guys, I'm not bullshitting you. This is ISO 3200, and I think it's making me appear a little lighter than it actually is here. So let me bring it down a little bit. All right, so right now, see those tiny little lights? They're so super dimmed. Super dim. This is the rest of the house, the gym. There's nothing whatsoever in there, okay? This is a reflection of me. Okay. So extremely, extremely dark, all right? This is a great setting, mood lighting. This is how you get the chicks, guys. This is the kind of light that you want to do a porn or whatever. This is the light you use. Now, I'm gonna start bumping up the ISO. 3200, I believe, because I can't see. 4000. 5000. 6400. 8000. See how it's already looking lighter here? Matter of fact, let me go even lower here so it's darker. I'm gonna put this in my bench here, all right? Look how dark it is here. It's like the Blair Witch Project, but awesomer. 10,000 ISO, 12,800. All right, you can see it's getting lighter. Fuck, I'm blind. 16,000, 20,000. Look, guys, you're starting to make me out a little bit. 25,600. I need glasses, I'm old. 32,000. 40,000. 51,200. It seems like it's still focusing on my face. One of my concerns is when it gets dark like this, that the autofocus will stop working. Especially the eye autofocus, which is, Sony's the best with that. There you go. 64,000. 80,000. 102,400. Oh, let me go back. 128,000. 160,000. 204,800. 256,000. 320,000. 409,600. Now, guys, I mean, I'm looking at this through a small screen, all right? But I guarantee you, when I look at this in my display, my monitor, it's gonna be noisy as hell. But look at the light here. Look at how light it looks right now. The only thing keep illuminating me right now is the little tiny display on the thing. Now, you're thinking, big deal. But let's just go to the actual, how dark this room is. Okay? Ready? Pretty rad. And it's keeping focus on me. That's the most important part, is that right now, it's keeping focus on me. And this is a 2.8 lens, which is, it's great, but it's not like my 1.8s or 1.2 or 1.4s that I have there. So now, let's move it down to represent what I actually see here. Right now, this is what I see here in a freaking floor. Okay, insane, right? Look at this. All right. So, putting it on auto, picking this up. Oh, yeah. Turn the lights back on here. There we go. How insane is that, guys, huh? So you can see that this thing really is like government level, low light, like performance stuff. Obviously the noise levels are off the charts. You really, it can't do much. You can't, you cannot provide anything remotely decent for a client when you get to like 400 and something thousand ISO, but you can see what's going on. That could be a very useful tape. I mean, think about it. You go in doing some street racing or whatever, it's pitch black, nobody's out there. Put this thing on, man, you still get the gist of what's going on. Now, if you go outside and you set up your lighting correctly, okay? If you go there, all the external lighting, and do it all the right way, you might not have to go as crazy as you would otherwise because of the sensitivity of this camera. Now, a lot of fuckers are out there saying, well, if you're a good videographer, man, you don't need that, you just need lighting. Well, no, dude, that's just really not how it works. We're run and gun, you know what I'm saying? And if you're at that level that you're really gonna have to set up everything immaculately outdoor to get the perfect lighting, guess what? You're a pro. Guess what? You're not gonna be using a versatile little Sony Alpha camera anyway. All right, so keep in mind, this is a camera that takes pictures, you know, and a camera that does video. And it does it on a relative, comparably very relative, affordable price compared to, you know, legitimately professional grade cameras. So that is what this camera can do. It is noisy, don't get me wrong. A lot of the stuff that you see online, people filming stuff with this camera, it looks really amazing. They are using very heavily edited imagery, and they're definitely using noise reduction software, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it allows you to get to the point that the software can easily clean it up and it gives you professional grade image quality, to me, is amazing. Image quality for this camera, as far as pictures are concerned, it's okay. 12 megapixel isn't that great, but you know, it's good for social media. You can definitely get some prints out of it. It's nowhere near the R series, you know, or R4 with 62 whatever megapixels, or you know, the R3 with 42 megapixels. You're not at that level, obviously, of image. You can crop, you know, but if you're a good photographer and you have this camera and you know how to compose correctly, okay, and you're in a situation where you don't need crazy resolution, i.e. if you're doing landscape photography, okay, you can get away with using this camera for photos. You can use it for model shoots, but everything does have to be perfect, okay? You are limited. You can't go cropping like crazy. So it's a pretty awesome camera. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm going to be working on some videos with this thing. Everything you see from this point on will be using this camera, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, a lot of car stuff coming up, but you know, I've got all these lenses that I want to review, see how they do with this camera. You know, I have everything from manual Voigtlanders to, you know, G Masters, 7200, Sigmas, 105, 1.4, pretty versatile lens lineup, and I really do want to see how the autofocus is in this camera using those lenses. One thing I'll tell you about the autofocus right now with this camera is just magical. It outperforms the A7R3 like you wouldn't believe. And since the files are so small, just take pictures and there's no lag whatsoever. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some funny videos and camera reviews. Later, guys.